What's up, people? Welcome back to more Sherlock Holmes, as we are about to go to the circus after our amazing lockpicker disguise. Look at that, our beautiful hat, our glorious mustache, which we can twirl if we ever want to do that, because when is that not fun, you know?
Who are you? What's your name?
I'm Lockpicker
My name is
McGee.
Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
Alright, I won't trick him. Jesus, this is the crappiest circus I've ever seen. Then again, it's the 1800s, so...
So, everything is here, just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
Tonight? What is tonight? Let's have a look around. Nothing. Printing press. Rise up and keep rising, from lambs into lions.
Into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day. There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
What else is here? Unicycle. Is that it? What's this? That's nothing. Barrels? Right. I had to do something with the barrels. There's a hole.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. This wooden... There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
Oh,
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright. What's with the weird bandana? A complex key, protected safe. Why would you wear that around your key? Around your chest, rather. Bloody recent trauma. Bloody bandage. A weapon. Bulldog revolver, cutthroat. What was that? Something near his arm. Ring with something. Oh, he has the ring? Stolen antiques. Oh, he has the ram ring. Taped fingers, agility practice, acrobat. It could be him. Antique ring, long lost art. No, Foley's revolver. Man in jacket, Charles Foley wears an antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 rams of Mytilene. Duel set, and also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene at Half Moon Street. Right, I had to pick this lock. That's no problem for an expert like myself. The outer one first. Put the line in the middle. Then we will do this. This line here. Huh. Okay, this one might be a bit more complex. It's tougher than it looks, I can tell you that much. But we can swap this. Let me see. So this one only goes to the left or in the middle. This one seems to match. That's not correct. Damn it. What's not correct about it then? This should be right, I think. This part is correct. Damn it. No, this one is definitely here. There we go. Lockpicking is a lot of just fiddling, trying to find the correct lines.
Ah, well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Turner's limp, turned to jail thief. Door key? Oh, wow, I actually don't know this one. How do we know about him? Vincent Foley, who committed the infamous robbery, was in prison 10 years ago. Ah, okay. Jail thief.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
Oh my god, I love Sherlock Holmes when he goes in disguise. The way that he talks is so funny. Right, find and examine a secret lock at Notting Hill Manor. Right, let's head over there.
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
Inside of this crab shack? Really?
This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Nothing is a challenge for old Sherlock. What? Are you kidding me? This looks rather complicated, you know? Alright, try and make a line first, as I always like to do. This one seems to be correct. Are you sure this one isn't complicated? Because it seems quite complicated to me. This line matches, but then this doesn't match at all. How is this supposed to match? There we go.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
But I thought the others were going to meet me here. Holy crap, I hate abandoned houses. Bookcase.
This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Alright, let us move it. Oh, that was rather quick.
That's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
We're already going to practice? Holy mother of locks. me see. This part seems to fit. Is there any other part where it could connect? It can connect like this. Perfect. This will fit. There we go. Voila.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
How are we gonna do that?
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
Holy crap, there's a sledgehammer. Right, we're gonna set traps.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Okay, so what kind of trap do you want to set for that? I can see that that's the window as well.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Examine the kitchen door.
This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door.
Do we just close it? Is that our brilliant plan? Item required. Corner or chair?
This should be useful.
We're just gonna close it with the chair? That's like the oldest trick in the book. But I guess it works.
The door is now blocked.
Well, as long as it works, right? Right, the window.
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
Cupboard.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Okay, what else is there? This window, probably not. That one either. Carpet?
Oh, that's a lovely old carpet.
I shall take that, I think. No. Not yet, at least. Right. I guess we'll have to check upstairs. This window.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
I mean, they are acrobats after all. Oh, one of them is.
This should be useful.
Are we going to put it on top of the stairs? The beads? This is like Home Alone!
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
Alright, carefully. There we go. Right. That's that. Oh yeah!
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
Alright. Slowly but surely. There we go. I guess we gotta check out how the other events are going to happen. Huh, they can still walk through here, that's right. The hatch?
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
Really, this feels like a Home Alone sequel. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to use the carpet. Carpet. To cover up
This should be useful.
the hole.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
Right. I think our plan is done.
Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The door is now blocked.
Right. It seems like
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
it seems like everything is now blocked off, right? Or not, we just have to take the chandelier.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Item required. Nope, it's not. It's not something with the lock.
The door is now...
Yeah, that's blocked. We need to do something with the chandelier, but item required. We need to find something to hang the chandelier with. Another chair, doesn't seem like it. Perhaps it is upstairs. Alright, walk carefully. Not that we're gonna fall over our own trap anyway. Doesn't seem to be anything. That's the only thing left. Down there.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
Wait, another carpet? Or do we not need to use that? Apparently not. Huh. We're not gonna fall anyway.
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the
Busts? Probably not. We need to find something. Rope or stove.
This should be useful.
The kettle, not useful at all. Careful, alright, perfect. No need for that, okay. Attach rope to the chandelier.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
Ho ho ho, how do you like me now, huh?
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
Ho 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 ho, this is gonna be good. This gonna be good. I can feel it.
Police! Police!
Perfect.
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Mycroft.
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Oh, I am. I'm way better. Holy crap, look at all the treasures. There was a sword in there.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
What the hell? Alright, long lost art, precious safe. Foley's vengeance. I think this is the only possible outcome. So, Charles Foley organized the theft of the Hellenistic treasures, which was related to the double murder at Half Moon Street. Leighton Chapman was a witness to the crime. Absolved? Hell no. Will be imprisoned for organizing a grand theft. Since he is not guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. He is guilty of murder. Organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of ancient and valuable treasure. He deserves the rope. Yes, the rope he shall get. The rope he deserves.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I am sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Hey, what's up, Marrow?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Oh, we solved the Half Moon. Wait. Are we even correct? I mean, this was the only possible option. Unless I've gotten lazy again and just went with the first option that presented itself.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening,
Gunpowder.
gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines, or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Wait. What? So we actually, holy crap, we have the faith of what the merry men want to carry out in our hands? So this is basically, do we agree with Mycroft or not? Because Mycroft is after the merry man because he's one of those people that works for the government and kind of, I guess, fights for the wealthy people to keep them wealthy, and the poor just really suffer from it and get even poorer, which sucks. And yeah, that's even how it still is today in most cases. Rich people only, most rich people at least, only just, you know, look out for themselves, want to make more money, want to make themselves more rich. And the poor just, I don't know, they don't get richer, they don't, I don't know. I mean, this is a weird subject in and of itself, of course, but it just seems unfair. But do we hate Mycroft? I don't know. Mycroft just comes off as some sort of snobby, like he only wants to use Sherlock Holmes for his own good, when in fact everyone knows that Sherlock Holmes is like this brilliant detective, right? But he only comes through and actually commends Sherlock when he actually needs him himself, Mycroft. So for some reason I don't really like that guy. But bucket of water, fine. If no people are gonna die, you know, I'm just a private detective. I'm not a police officer. I can't just throw them in jail. I'll just accidentally throw it in the water. Oops.
When the law serves only the few, it can no longer be trusted. Every man is equal, and he has a right to choose his own way. And I shall not stop you.
Besides, throwing the cigarette into the gunpowder would kill ourselves as well, right? We don't want Sherlock to die. Not yet, at least.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men. I should leave now. Sherlock, Dr. Watson.
Holmes, what just happened? What was that?
The start of a new world. Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
A lady, you say? Oh, then we're quite interested. I like that sentence, the start of a new world. Alright. Case closed. Hopefully it was correct. Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge for his elder brother. It took 2 human lives and almost resulted in life imprisonment for an innocent man. In fact, his band was hired by the Merry Men, who planned a revolution in London. In addition, he organized the theft of ancient and valuable treasures that rightfully belonged to the British Museum. He deserves the rope. Oh yeah, 18 out of 18. Foley's vengeance. Got that right. Right, accept our decision. Wow, a lot of people solved it the same way. Because otherwise it would be too easy, right? The case would be too easy. Alright, well, it seems to me that this is the end of this game. Poor girl. Shouldn't have played with the poisonous plants. Oh no, wait, that's Lady Brackenstall, never mind. Poor woman. She got beat by her husband. This was someone else. I messed up the first 2 cases pretty badly, at least the end result. And I'm kind of tempted to go back and replay at least the endings of the first 2 cases and at least figure out the correct ending. In the first one I already have kind of an idea. The second one somewhat, but yeah. We know where we've gone wrong in those 2 at least, and when we figured out what we did wrong and how we tried to just basically correct it in the next couple of cases, and it worked out pretty well. You just have to put more thought into it than it appears to be on the surface, because you just have to gather all of the clues first, and then you can come to different conclusions, and you have to try and at least get the conclusion that fits all of the evidence provided the most, as well as just the situation in and of itself in its entirety. But yeah, this game was definitely amazing. I mean, I like these types of games where you're just using the environment a lot, where you're just I like a lot of story-based games in general. I like this kind of reminded me of LA Noire, and I love that game as well, quite a whole bunch. So, and Sherlock Holmes is definitely a very interesting character, and to have a game based around that, I mean, there are definitely more games around it, but from what I've heard and read, this is definitely one of the better. And yeah, you get a lot of mileage out of this game in general, so I recommend for anyone who's just a fan of Sherlock Holmes to pick up this game, because it's definitely worth it. Alright, well, we'll just basically be waiting for the credits to end, and because sometimes, not always, but sometimes there's like a hidden scene after the credits. Oops, I skipped it. Oh, it looked like his hand was bleeding. Open casebook? What? Crimes and punishment. Baker Street. Are we just sitting here watching him smoke? Alright. Alright, well, I thought, yes, I was right. There's a hidden scene after the credits, and then no, it's just this scene of him smoking. Basically enjoying the the victories that he had in his cases. So yeah, this is going to be the end of this series. It was definitely fun, and it's kind of sad that it has ended, but there are more games to play in the future, so I hope you're looking forward to that. Probably Shadow of Mordor as well as other ones that I'll be playing in the future. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.